the other things we want to show is how easy it is to get your channels assigned to the auxes. It's pretty straightforward. And what we're going to do now is, again, we've got the iPod coming out of channels 1 and 2. And we're going to bring it in just a little bit here and kind of show you the channel setup of how this is going to go together. Just zooming in a little bit here, just to show you how easy it is. So anyway, we've got signal coming in, whatever you want to call it, on channels 1 and 2, and what we do is then we've got the auxes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then we've got FXA and FXB. When you hit the select button, it brings up the FAT channel for the auxes. We'll pan back over here a little bit so you can get a full picture of what's going on. You can see we've got the blue light on here, and these LEDs they're pretty good in the buttons. In direct sunlight, they're a little bit hard to see, but I think that's kind of common with most consoles. Once the FAT channel settings are set, whether you want to EQ it, compress it, whatever the case may be, you go down to the mix button, and now all of the rotary encoders 1 through 16 are set up so that you can then assign on mix 1 the levels. So as you can see, we just dialed up quite a bit of gain on the iPod channel going into to mix 1. We want to continue that into aux 2, mix 2 here. We can set those levels as well, and it basically just tracks right down the board for all those that if we had monitors or wherever these things are going and routed to, we'd be then sending levels out to them. And we have also up on the top of these things the master gains for each of those channels. But it's very quick, and as you then go through the different levels or the different auxes, you could end up seeing all the different levels for all 16 channels. Those do track across the boards, so that I don't know if I can get that in there, but you can see that we've got number 1 picked there and number 1 picked there. We hit number 2 here, and again it tracks to number 2 over there, so that you've got that globally across both boards, that you can see just really at a glance on what your mix levels are on each of those channels. What we've done now is gone back and engaged. We can go through and hit the inputs, output levels, gain reduction levels, and now this is the aux levels. And what we're doing is we're showing each of those channels, what the the aux levels are all the way across the board globally. So it's showing that we've got signal going out to aux 1, 2, 3, and 4. We've also got signal going out to the FXA and FXB off those 2 channels also, to give you kind of an overview of, and again that's globally across the board. That again, if we pan over to the other board, same thing going on. But you will notice that out of that board, since the effects engines are separated, you won't see anything going on as far as the effects A and B on the second board, because they are independent of the effects on this board here. So that's a pretty simple feature, giving you really 4 channels of effects to play with.